guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be duping the new Natasha Denona mini crush palette. So I will insert a picture over here. This is how the palette looks like. So last year she released the mini love palette, and this is how the palette looks like. So if you compare the colors, you will see that they have a similar vibe, more of some pink and some burgundy tones to it. And I will say, even though they have the same color story, but the shades are not really the same, the shades are quite different. But more or less, I guess you will get the same vibes. So today, we will be duping the colors of this new mini crush palette and see how close we can get. So we will be dipping into this palette over here. This is the McGrath's Celestial Odyssey Mothership Mega from last year. I would say last year. So it's from 2020. So I do see a few similar colors, so I will actually be dipping 4 out of 5 colors from this palette. And I'm going to take one shade from this palette over here. This is the Huda Beauty Neon Obsession palette. This is the pink one. So the first color we are going to be dipping into is this pink over here. So do you see how similar the pink looks like? I think it's almost an exact dupe. So I'm really very happy to have this shade in my collection. This is really gorgeous. So this is how it swatch. This is the first color. You see how pretty this looks? So I believe the mini crush palette will be a very similar pink to this Huda Beauty's Neon Obsessions pink palette. So this is really very gorgeous. So this is the first shade we have. And then the next one, it is more of a neutral matte color. So I'm going to be dipping into this. I believe that this color over here, it looks more pinkish compared to the mini crush palette, which is more neutral, but more or less they have the same undertones, I would say. So I will be dipping into this. This is the closest that I can get. So I believe the shade will be something like this. And then next up, it is a dark matte brown color, almost dark chocolate color. However, I'll be dipping into this shade over here. Of course, it's not the exact same dupe because this is much lighter, more of a milk chocolate brown color. But this is the darker shade I can see in the palette, and this is a matte color as well. So I'm going to just use this color because more or less I feel that you get the same vibe. So this is also a dark color, and this is how it looks like. So more or less I guess the color is actually more or less the same. When you see it swatched out, it's much darker than it looks on the pan. So I guess this is more or less how it will look like. And then the next color over here, so this is more of a mauvey pinkish color. I really think the shade in the mini crush is very gorgeous, and the shade we'll be going into is this shade. Do you see they have a very similar undertone? I think this one looks a little bit darker, but it's really pretty. So we're going to quickly swatch this. So this color is definitely lighter than what we see in the pan. It has a berry tone shade. I think it's really very gorgeous, and it does look similar to the color that I'm seeing in the mini crush picture. And lastly, we have this shimmery coppery tone brown over here, which I think looks very similar to this shade. Do you see how similar it is? So I'm going to just swatch this color. This is really very gorgeous coppery brown shade. So these are the colors I believe that you will find in the mini crush palette. And now next we'll go into how I get this eye look using all these colors that I find duping the mini crush palette. So first I'm going to take this color and apply it all over the crease. So this is a very nice color to put on the crease. It has a nice rosy effect. And then next up, I'm going to take a darker color, this plummy shade over here, and use this to darken out more of the outer corner. So this will give it more dimension. I'm going to also apply this color near the outer corner of my lower lash line. And then next, I'm going to apply this gorgeous coppery reddish brown shade near the outer corner of my eye. So this will give you a nice gradient look. And then now we are going to go into the most gorgeous color. So we are going to take this gorgeous pink shade over here and apply it at the center part of the lid. So I'm going to use a sponge tip applicator for application because I find that this applies the shadow better. So look at how nicely this picks up the product. I don't usually go in with my fingers for eyeshadows because I find that will get them to be hard pan easily. So using a sponge tip applicator is really nice and easy to pick up the product. You can see the shimmers over there. This is really a very gorgeous shade. So I'll bring more of this color to the inner corner of my eye too, because the mini crush palette doesn't come with an inner corner highlight. And I'll be using this color to put in the inner corner of my lower lash line as well. As well as to the center part of the lower lash line. So lastly, we will be going into this matte brown color and put this at the outer corner of the eye to get it some dimension and to deepen out the outer corner. I'm going to bring this to the lower lash line, the outer corner of the lower lash line as well. So this color is lighter than the color we have in the mini crush palette. but I believe they have the same undertones. I'm just gonna blend a little bit more. I'm gonna clean up this part a little bit, so I'm going to add more of that this color over here. So this is the final look. I'm going to quickly go in ahead, add some liner and mascara, and I will be right back. So this is the final look after liner and mascara. So this is really a very gorgeous pink romantic look. I love the pink shimmers. It looks so bright, sparkly. It's really perfect for Valentine's Day. I believe you will get a very similar look using the Mini Crush palette, since the colors that we are using today are more or less the same. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's dupe of the new Natasha Denona Mini Crush palette. Do leave a comment down below in the comment box and let me know how you think about it. Do like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye guys!